Hey everyone, Chris here with Clutter Reduction Junk Removal in Southeast Florida. Tanya is right here, but she's not feeling well, so she's not going to be on camera. There she is. We are headed to a senior living facility right now to pick up a queen bed and the frame, which is a storage frame. So it's going to be a little bit of a disassembly. If it's not super IKEA, I can actually leave the whole bottom piece together and just take the headboard off and put it on the mattress bars and take it out in one big trip versus breaking it down into like 10,000 pieces in the drawers. So it all depends on the brand. But after that, we're heading to a client that I spoke with yesterday. Her mother just got moved into a senior living facility along with her father, and she's doing everything herself between all of her siblings. So she's a little stressed out, and I guess one of her family members who is not very involved but happens to be in charge of the closing says, hey, we're gonna push this forward a little bit. So now we're going to basically pick up everything, including the stuff that she was gonna try to have one of the donation companies come by and pick up. So that's what we're gonna be heading to do afterwards. We'll try to donate what we can and dispose of the rest like normal. And then we have a very busy next couple of days that all just came out of nowhere. I'm over here trying to schedule new doctor appointments, and all of a sudden I get like 6 phone calls, and now our next couple of days are fully booked. So funny how that works with junk removal. But it's a good problem to have because January and February were both record high months in a progression, and we were hoping March would continue, and the first 2 days of March were complete silence. So it's a good turnaround to have at least. So here's the bed. We already took off the covers. You have the mattress, and you got the drawers that pop out. So if we can keep this together, we will try to, because that will save us a lot of time. Make sure there's nothing in them. There's actually no headboard, which just a little bit less for us to deal with. So let's get the mattress out of here, and then we'll come back and work on this. Super quick story. We are going to be taking swim lessons. So now we have to start coordinating our Tuesdays and Thursdays to make sure that we are back in time. Gas is $2.89. And the reason for it is Tanya has a bad left knee from a injury she had back in college during rugby. And her other knee ends up taking a lot of the impact to make up for it. So now both her knees are bad. And she just joined me in a labor job. What I believe to be some kind of nerve damage in one or both of my elbows from the severe tendonitis I've had over the years. So we're gonna do swimming because it's a less impact exercise. We're both gonna do it. So we're going to get swim lessons to be better at it. So that way we're not just struggling to swim in our own community pool. We can actually do it efficiently. Quick story time. I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, I've had a golfer's elbow before when I did powerlifting. It comes with overuse, high frequency, stuff like that. It's common, and you can back off of it a little bit, and you can do some mobility, and you can do some light training and get it back into shape, and it's fine. But I had tendonitis in my right arm back when I did moving towards the tail end, and it got so bad that I would just be laying in bed, and all of a sudden, like, I would just go to twitch my arm up, and my arm would just like flatten out like in agony, and like I couldn't make a fist. Like, it hurt to put deodorant on, just making that gripping sensation. So I ended up going to a physical therapist for like 2 months to get it worked on. Got cortisone shots, the whole 9 yards, and it came back like a year ago. And it also happened when my left arm got so bad that I would lose strength in these 2 fingers while I was on jobs. So I thought about it, and in my early 20s, I did judo for a couple of years. Sorry, a couple of months, big difference. And my first competition as a white belt, which is the lowest rank you can be, it was a tournament where your opponent is either the same rank or 1 rank above you, and it's to be for training purposes. So you're not just totally losing right off the back, you have a fighting chance, but it's intended to be a little bit of a teachable moment. And the guy I went up against was a little shorter than me and a little bit lighter than me, which is great. And he was also a white belt, which was great. But he was a white belt in judo. We start the match, within 10 seconds, he does a flying armbar, which is illegal to do in judo, by the way. It's when they grab you by your arm, put their foot on your chest, do a somersault backwards, and flip you over their head while they have full control of your arm. And instead of getting me into like an armbar and just saying, hey, you should tap, he went straight into it, and I heard a pop, and then I blacked out for a second, and then I couldn't move my arm anymore for the rest of the day. And he got flagged, and they're like, do you want to continue? And I was like, I could, and I did, which I probably shouldn't have. So he did the exact same fucking thing without the flying kick part. So he basically just swung me into like a sideways armbar. I don't remember what it was called. And even my one of our coaches is like an Olympic black belt, and she said that was a really cheeky way to get around a loophole. So he definitely knows what he's doing. And come to find out, he's a brown belt in jiu-jitsu, and he's a former Army combat vet. And he's over here fucking up people with white belts. There was 4 other kids in arm braces by the end of that competition. Apparently I never told Tanya about that. But I remember having to go back to work the next day, and I had my arm all compressed up. It was swollen. It was black and blue around my whole elbow joint. I probably should have gone and checked out. I probably had some kind of like small muscle tear or something. It was definitely probably sprained or something. But that was not a fun time. I never went back to judo because I just stuck with work, and I was like, I can't not work for a hobby. So that wasn't fun. And looking back, I wonder if like that was like a pre-existing injury that with a lot of abuse came back, and it was as bad as it was. What do you think?
I think that sucks.
It did suck a little bit.
It makes a lot more sense now.
But I will say, between doing the powerlifting and then immediately doing moving, I had pretty good grip strength, in my opinion. To me. And I used to train grip back in like early, like high school and stuff. And I felt like I had pretty good grip after doing moving and powerlifting. Ever since I had the tendonitis in both elbows, I probably have lost like almost 50% of my original grip strength. Like I can't hold on to things as well or as heavy as I used to for as long. Like it hurts now to, like I can't even massage Tanya's hand for like 5 minutes without my hand just like dying. So we're in it for the long run. We're gonna be okay. So we're headed to that job, and we'll see you there. All right, we just pulled up to the house. It rained the last like 5 minutes on the way here, which means the floor runner is coming out. This helps keep your customer's house clean. You can buy these on Amazon, I believe, or any moving supply store, or uline.com. Get one that matches your company colors. It looks nice. So this comes apart into 3 pieces. You can see where the screws are, but they'll be on the other side. Take out the glass shelves first. And then a couple pieces of patio furniture outside. And then this cabinet here. Got our floor runner out. And then this desk here. Just a standard desk, probably stand it up, take it out on the hand truck. And then just a few things we have to bag up in the garage.
No, but you don't have to take it today. I'm trying to throw out things.
So we just did the estimate. Let me start. Basically quoted pretty much a full load because the entertainment center on its own is technically like 6 to 8 yards. So that adds up, even though we're gonna be standing it up in the truck. And then the desk is like 2.5, patio furniture, stuff like that. Here's a tip I learned as a mover, which unfortunately happened multiple times, is patio furniture, if you have an option to go around a house, do it. Don't intentionally just go through a house, especially if there's carpet. Because most times with patio furniture, as it rains, water collects inside and it rusts. Even if it's aluminum, you can still build rust water inside. So when you carry it through on weird different angles, the rust water will drip out and leave a streak mark, and that doesn't come out of carpets. So I've learned it as a mover multiple times. They even had it in their liability that they don't cover it if it happens, but just something to keep in mind for junk removal. Do it, like you do it all the time to save time of having to walk around the house, and I get it, but it's something that happens often. So Tanya is going to put all this stuff in here, and I'm gonna start working on that big thing, take it apart, and start bringing out some of the other items.